You know that feeling, right? A brand new, incredible AI model drops, you get super excited, and then your own computer just completely crushes your dreams. If you've been there, you're in the right spot. Today, we're going to show you how to smash through that hardware wall and get your hands on the latest AI without needing a supercomputer to do it. Right now, the entire AI world is buzzing about Llama 3.1, and for good reason. It's the new hotness in open source, and if you're anything like me, you are just dying to download it and see what it can really do. The possibilities feel totally endless. And then, bam, reality check. You hit install, and your laptop's fan starts screaming like it's preparing for takeoff. Everything grinds to a halt, and all that excitement just turns into pure frustration. You've just slammed right into the hardware wall, and it's a problem that stops way too many developers before they even get started. And let's be real, this isn't just a little speed bump. For a lot of people, it's a massive roadblock that can completely stop your learning journey right in its tracks. Here's the kicker. We're not even talking about the giant 405 billion parameter version. Nope, we're talking about the quote-unquote small 8 billion parameter model. Even that small one is a total beast that can bring a normal laptop to its knees. I mean, trying to do any actual development work, it's pretty much impossible. And don't think having a brand new machine is going to save you. Just check out this quote. These are folks with powerful, top-of-the-line Macs, and they found the performance, how fast the model actually spits out an answer, was very, very slow. So if even the best laptops out there can't hack it, what are the rest of us supposed to do? Well, it turns out there's a kind of secret weapon that lets us tame these massive models. It's a tool called Llama, and it is about to become your absolute best friend for AI development. So what is this Llama thing exactly? The best way to think of it is like an AI wrangler. It takes all the messy, complicated setup and just boils it all down into a super simple little server that you can control. It basically turns your machine into its own little AI hub. And here's the absolute best part. It's ridiculously simple. Seriously, you install it with one line of code, tell it which model you want, and that's it. Llama does all the heavy lifting in the background and hands you a powerful AI model ready to use. Okay, so we have this awesome tool now. We know how to do it. But that brings us to the next big question. Where should we run it? On our own machine? Or should we use the power of the cloud? This is where it gets really interesting. All right, it is time for the main event, local versus the cloud. In this corner, we've got your own trusty computer. And in the other corner, the heavyweight champion, Google Colab. Let's see who comes out on top for developers. Let's break this down. Running locally gives you total security and control. Your data never leaves your machine. But, like we've seen, it costs a ton in hardware, and it can be painfully slow. Then you have Google Colab, which gives you insane power for almost no money, but you have to be comfortable with your data living on their servers. It's that classic trade-off, right? Power versus privacy. And for some people, it's not even a debate. Just listen to this quote. This person is working on cancer research. Their data is beyond sensitive. For them, putting that info on a competitor's platform like Google, it's an absolute non-starter. In cases like this, local is the only way to go. But for pretty much the rest of us, the reality of running local is not great. This testimonial right here, this is what it's really like. Your whole system just starts lagging and becomes a nightmare to use. If you're a student or just anyone trying to learn, this is a recipe for giving up. So after looking at all the facts, it's time to call it. And for most of us, for the people out there who are just trying to learn and build cool things, the winner is crystal clear. Yeah, when you stack up speed, ease of use, and cost, it's not even a contest. The cloud approach with Colab is the undisputed champ. It completely removes the hardware problem and lets you focus on what actually matters, building stuff. And now for the best part. The price for all this incredible power. It's $10. Seriously, for just $10 a month, you could access to computing power that would cost you thousands of dollars to build yourself. This is an absolute game changer for anyone trying to get into AI. So let's just run down the highlights again. With Colab, you get access to powerful GPUs, so everything is lightning fast. A giant model that might take 30 minutes to download at home, it takes seconds in Colab. You got a terminal built right in, so setup is a breeze. And maybe best of all, you don't risk turning your own personal computer into a useless brick. It's the perfect, cheap sandbox to just play and learn. And getting started is almost comically easy. You're just a few clicks and a couple of commands away from being up and running.
Open a terminal, paste in the commands, and you are literally ready to start building your next project. It's that simple.
But okay, let's zoom out for a second. This is more than just a neat little tech trick. What we've really done here is unlocked a brand new path for you, a direct route into the world of AI development. Think about it. That giant hardware gatekeeper is just gone. You're not on the sidelines anymore, just reading articles about AI. You're actually in the game now. You have access to the exact same tools the pros are using. You can finally start turning your ideas into actual things. So what can you do with all this new power? Well, you can finally dive in and master frameworks like LangChain. You can experiment with all the latest and greatest models. You can build a portfolio of actual working AI apps that will make companies sit up and take notice. This is how you get the real, hands-on experience that bridges the gap between learning and actually getting a job. The bottom line is this: the biggest excuse for not starting is officially off the table. That hardware barrier has been completely demolished, and the door to AI development is wide open. So now, the power of cutting-edge AI is literally at your fingertips. It has never been cheaper or easier to get started. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build first? The future is waiting.